Let's first define what is greed. The intense and selfish desire for money, power, or food. This is what the modern woman is. Okay. Money. The majority of student loan debt is held by women. The majority of household items and most goods purchased in the West are 85% by women. Women take longer to pay off their student loan debt. What is the modern woman's fantasy world that she lives in? She wants to get a degree. She wants to climb the corporate ladder. She wants to get recognized for her skill set in the workplace. She might want to be rich, famous. She wants to travel. She wants to see the world. Most of these things cost money. I think sometimes women, there's two types of women in my opinion in this regard. There's the woman who loves the money and wants to get that bag. But then there's another woman who kind of sees money as a means to get what she wants. But it's still the same thing. See, the love of money is the root of all evil. And I'll explain how in different scenarios. The greedy woman, she doesn't care about the future consequences of her short-term decisions. For example, the amount of debt you're going to put yourself in. You don't realize that it is actually at the expense of yourself in the future. Women take longer to pay off their debt. But that, you get a student loan for a degree, right? But that degree does not guarantee you the ability to efficiently and adequately pay off that debt. So what ends up happening? You end up having a large, right now I was looking on Google, it's $936 billion of debt that women have by themselves. Which I think it said it was around 58% of the majority of all the debt in student loans. Okay. But what's going on now? The woman is complaining. Oh, we need to get rid of debt. We need to get rid of the student loan debt. Oh my gosh, they need to forgive it. See, another thing, you want to make other people responsible. The responsible taxpayer should now be responsible for your irresponsible decisions. See, you didn't think that far ahead. You were so selfish, you didn't necessarily care about the collateral damage. You're greedy. Power. How does a woman greedy with power? I mean, I'm gonna beat the dead horse because you guys have been listening to my videos, but I gotta look. The power dynamic you abuse up front, you lie and deceive the man. The man doesn't know what you look like. You hide how you look like. Behind concealer, behind the super chicken nugget eyelash extensions, behind the fake hair, the push-up bra, the tight clothes that really they maintain or push up and actually fake how your breasts look like. They pull your butt up to a certain extent. See, but when you take all that stuff down, you're just a regular basic one. There's nothing wrong with being basic. But what you've been taught is that in order to compete in the sexual marketplace, you need to deceive. See, and that's a whole different level of power because now you're evil. You're like a villain now. See, you open up a comic book and anybody who acts like you, usually the hero is trying to arrest you. The hero is trying to subdue you and bring you to justice, but you call it social justice. You now say that you have a right to be a tyrant. You have a right to be an evil, nasty, unaccountable woman who can't be held to any standards, but yet she has some. Food. You're so greedy and hungry that you got this new thing that people can't shame you for being fat. So now that you have developed this appetite, that is something that is rare in the planet of this population of people are so big You now want to point the finger at people who say, you know what, you need to stop eating that much. You want to get mad at the men who say, you know what, I'm not attracted to fat chicks. You want to get mad at the men who say, you should be more responsible in your eating choices, because a lot of times it might spill out to all the other choices you make. If you're irresponsible and greedy with how many chicken nuggets you have and how many times you dunk that chicken nugget in the tangy barbecue sauce, you're probably not good at making decisions with money. You're probably not good at making decisions in power dynamic. Oh wow, look at that. Look how it goes full circle. You want to your standards of a man, your own greed, your own power. All that does is it shows to a man, this is not a woman who is going to have, I'm not going to have peace in my life with this woman. I'm not going to be able to come to any real accountability with this woman. I'm not going to be able to grow with this woman because she wants a set of standards, but I can't have standards. See, when I try and get you to elevate and escalate, no, it's a problem. But here's the real problem, bro. See, I believe that women, they're meant to be led, which is why they're kind of hardwired to seek a man who might be better than them in some ways, because they know deep down that that's the way that you level up as a society. But the problem is they're met with tons of men who will meet them where they're at. And although that's okay in certain senses, there is an extreme to that, where the loud, disagreeable, combative, masculine, aggressive woman should be glorified. The Beyoncés of the world. No, these women are the worst of women. I would rather have a woman who's out of shape, who's humble, who's trying to work hard, than a woman who's in shape, but is arrogant, prideful, always got something to say. These type of women are scum in terms of their hierarchy. Now, I'm not going to say you're scum as a person. I'm going to be careful with my words. But you're scum in the sense that the amount of pain, displeasure, turmoil, strife, trauma, drama that you're going to bring to the next generation, you can't match it. Your pride, your arrogance, your greed, it will destroy society. But here's the problem. The man is the fault. The man is at fault. So when y'all MGTOW niggas let me keep it calm. When y'all MGTOW people and y'all red pill people be arguing about these women, don't you understand that the men have picked them? So if it's anybody you should shame, and if it's anybody you should look down on, it is your own self. Because you type of men, you pick these women. You guys pick the women for the next generation. It is a common axiom and understanding that women control access to intercourse, men control access to relationships and marriage. But you guys are the worst at picking the woman. See, these type of women, they should be invisible to men, regardless of how they look. These type of men, these type of women should be shamed and outcasted from the group so that they can better their situation and fix their behavior to get back into the group. But these are the type of women that you guys want to date. These are the type of women that you guys want to marry, and that's the worst part. See, I'm getting on you women, but I need you to understand that it's not necessarily all your fault. The men are the reason why you guys are like this. Because, as I said, women want to lead. Women want to follow. But what are you following? You're following a lot of times the example or the lack thereof of a man. But it gets deeper than that. Man, I can't let these videos go on and on. So I'll just keep making more. Y'all take care.